Folks, this reminds me of a Comic-Con convention gone bad. I see nothing but old white liberals here in the streets of several cities, and we're going to go through some of the clips today of some of these clowns in their Halloween costumes, wearing their unicorn outfits, the Pikachu outfits. I've seen dinosaurs, I've seen unicorns, and these clowns here, I don't know what kind of costume they've got on, but if they're trying to get some attention, well, I guess they got it. But the reports are that there was 7 million people that showed up in all these protests to hate on Trump. Think of how many people would show up in the streets to support Trump if we had a national day of Trump supporters. Something simple as that. It would probably be blow this out of the water tenfold, if not 100-fold. But at any rate, the news is going to hype this up, and we have got some busted proof of some lying fake news photographs in order to try to make it look like they had massive crowds in cities where they just didn't. So they're using old pictures, and we'll get into that here directly. But first, let's go through and look at some of these crazy folks. This here, I don't know what the point of this was. While they're out here dancing in the streets, protesting Trump, Trump is blowing up submarines coming from Venezuela, and just glad to see it. Trump's out there doing his job. These folks are out here having a parade, otherwise known as a liberal protest. Now, this is a whole slew of these nutty-looking people, folks. I'm not even going to lie to you. Takes all types. Now, this one here is too funny. A little bit of humor involved here, too. This is Gavin Newsom sees mad after DHS savagely trolls him with the No King's penis costume. I forgot to tell you there was somebody there in a penis costume. Deport these nuts. Well, there's somebody at the protest. Well, Department of Homeland Security captioned this image: "Breaking, Gavin Newsom has shown up for the riot." That Christy Gnome over there trolling him. That is too funny. I cannot tell you how funny that is. Oh, hopefully you two won't be too offended. But I just thought I'd show you that today. Yep, Gavin is not too happy. But alright, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to get into some of these clips of these crazy folks. And I got a little bit of news at the end. A little bit of news. First, let's make fun of some crazy folks. Even got a little bit of local footage. These people are old, white, angry, and colorful. I'll give them that. Look like somebody escaped from the set of The Wizard of Oz or something. I don't know what's going on. And we don't want to play too much music because I don't want to have any copyright issues. But this is definitely a sight to see. Now, there was not 7 million people there. I do not believe that number. That sounds like a ridiculous number to me. That sounds like a mainstream media number. But if you want an example of the kind of people that were at these protests yesterday, there was some violent people. Not too much violence, surprisingly. But there's a few violent people. There was a few crazy people. There was a few colorful people. There were some people that didn't even know why they were there. But this lady here, another costume wearer, I don't know what you call them, Furbies or something. Well, she had her own opinion. This is what's wrong with this country, folks. People like this that are so lost.
I am the Unity Unicorn. I've got my head out of my costume because I can't breathe right now, but...
She's a Unity Unicorn.
We're here doing a peaceful protest, trying to get our democracy back, trying to get the current White House impeached and all removed for crimes against the United States and against our Constitution.
I bet that lady can't spell Constitution. I apologize. I shouldn't say that. She may be very book smart, but the rest of it, I don't know. Here's another one of these cringe white Antifa ladies. Call me Antifa. Now, there was some festivities. I mean, there was a little singing and a little dancing and things of that nature. Well, I'll give her this. She's having a good time, I'm guessing. Call me Antifa. What's wrong with that lady? Why would somebody wear that shirt? I mean, that's like E. Jean Carroll crazy. All right, folks. Folks, if you're wondering why young adults are running to the Republican Party in record numbers, check out these washed-up old hippies at the No Kings protest yesterday. You will understand why. Now, these folks did have a band, folks. I'm not going to downgrade their abilities. They did have a band. Back up here. All right, here we go. I'm going to play some of that awesome music. Live show, folks.
No king, no king, no king in America. Did not follow immigration laws. Don't hate our neighbors.
Dang. That's enough. Well, at least they had song and dance there, folks. Keep it peaceful. I didn't see too many Antifa militants types rearing their head. I think they're kind of on the down low right now, considering they're being headhunted by our government for terrorist activity. I'm just glad to see it. And like I said, we had dance routines as well. Flash mob. I can't help it, folks. You got to enjoy this stuff somehow. Now, like I said, there was a little bit of local action going on here as well. I was surprised to see there was 500 or more Democrats here in Waco. But this is a little bit of live Waco action. This is as close as I could get to it, considering the side of the street I was on. And they had it blocked up on the other side. No Kings protest here in Waco, Texas. I think I found every single Democrat in the entire county here today. It looks like about, maybe 500 people. I'm surprised. I didn't think there was that many Democrats in Texas. Oh, God, we've got turd emoji. Wow. I'm looking for possibly a Pikachu. Look at this crap. These people are up here protesting at the Republican headquarters. No Kings rally. George Soros funded clowns. Stop Trump. Come on, people. Now, I seen a unicorn. I seen a Pikachu. I seen somebody dressed as a poop emoji. All here locally. So we got our crazies here too, folks. These are the people that were kicked out of Comic-Con, I'm guessing. Yep, I seen no black people. I seen no Hispanic people. Matter of fact, I seen a bunch of upside down American flags being held by 70-year-old angry white women. And this guy here was one of the many people that was interviewed during this protest, if you call it a protest. And I just thought he had the accurate answer as to why he's there today. I mean, that's what we really want to know. Why do y'all hate Trump? Why are you there?
Trump's a bitch.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. We don't like him.
Yeah.
That's the word around here.
Any particular reason why you don't like him?
No clue at all. I'm just going with everybody else saying. Trump's a bitch.
Wow. Y'all catch that, folks? He don't like Trump, but he don't know why he don't like Trump, because that's the word is. Nobody, word around here is nobody likes Trump, so I'm going with it. Impressionable, weak minds. Oh, that's the face of the Democrat Party right there. Kind of feel sorry for this kid. Somebody needs to set him down and explain things to him. Let him know you don't have to be a follower. You can open your own eyes. You can be your own person. At least he's not in a costume yet. Yes, folks, it was a crazy day out there. Now, we can't get through this without at least one good comical cartoon.
What do we want?
We don't know.
When do we want it?
Also unclear.
Why do we want it?
Because it was forwarded to us in an email, so it must be true. Yeah!
And that's about the extent of the No Kings rally. I don't know how they actually crowdsource these people to show up. The Democrat Party must have been calling all their donors at this point. I don't know. I can't imagine 500 people here in Waco showed up. Now this here, Laura Loomer, I don't know if she's the first one to catch this, but she's definitely calling it out. It's the Democrat got caught lying, faking their crowd size again for No Kings Day. They lied and said 7 million people came out to protest President Trump. Well, the figure now is believed to be around 650,000. There's still a lot of Trump haters. Yeah. This video was from a 2017 Boston protest, not today's No Kings rally, which is indeed the largest event and tens of thousands attending per report. So they took an old rally photo and they called it the No Kings, I guess, Photoshop version of the truth. Wow. Yeah, they didn't have crowds that big, folks. I would say there was hundreds in most places, maybe even a few thousand in some of the bigger cities, but there was not millions of people, folks. Come on. Yeah, lots of crazies out there, folks. Lots of crazies. Oh, here's a good one. I think this is an old video clip as well. I think I've seen this before, but it still works. Not that I agree with anybody doing any of that. Smogging people up, that is so wrong. Yeah, I seen the No Kings rally protesters yesterday here in Waco. Silly rabbit. I don't know what about them, but I just like, wow. Alright, bear with me. I got this thing scrolling away. I had a couple more little things I wanted to show y'all today. Yeah, this No Kings thing was a joke. I mean, a real joke, folks. That's okay. Democrats can't meme. They can't protest. They can't win elections fairly. A lot of things they're horrible at. But they don't even know how to troll at this point. But Trump's going to teach them a little bit about trolling. So the White House official webpage, has sent over to Blue Sky, which is the left-wing version of Twitter, a video yesterday that I thought was too hilarious. So Trump's team is trolling the left-wing media sites. You know, Blue Sky, and there's a couple of them, I think Twitch, there's a few of them that are just totally left-wing. And Trump needs to be over there too. Or at least put it over there in their faces so they got something to scream about. It says, we realized everyone over at Blue Sky probably wasn't seeing our content, so we decided to fix that. Here are some of the greatest hits of the day. All right, folks.
My fellow Americans, our movement is far from over. In fact, our fight has only just begun. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So with American pride swelling in our hearts and American courage stirring in our souls, I say these words to you tonight. We will make America great again.
Launch that over on Blue Sky just to let them know we ain't forgot about you. Y'all welcome to some Trump memes too. I love it. I love it. That's epic trolling right there, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I did want to get into a little bit of news with y'all today, folks. A couple things going on. Trump had an interview with Maria Bartiromo, and there was a couple things that were said that I thought needed to be shared. So we'll do that before we jump out of here. Like I said, anybody that wants to come join the live, come get in with us, get in the comment section while we get out there and feed some hogs today. You're welcome to it. About 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, folks. Going to be happening. Now listen to what Trump says about Barack Obama in the very last statement of the sentence that he's saying gets cut off, but we know what he's saying. Here we go.
All of these indictments caused Obama the other day on a podcast to say that right now democracy is being threatened.
Yeah, I know. He says that all the time. He's the one that threatened it by spying on my campaign. He started it. Obama spied on my campaign, and he did it knowing it was illegal. He knew it was illegal, but he started the whole thing, and there were a lot of dishonest people, and I suspect they'll be caught.
All of these indictments caused Obama.
Did y'all catch that at the end? Y'all catch that at the end? I suspect they will be prosecuted. That was what Trump's last words were on that video. And we got one more clip for you, folks. Something else Trump said while he was talking to Maria. Oh, corrupt ass Barack Obama. Yes, folks, we want his ass to go to jail too. We want him indicted on conspiracy to defraud Trump of his rights, for treason, for several things. I can't even tell you how many things that Barack Obama could be guilty for. Probably espionage, fraud. Folks, don't let your kids and your grandkids grow up to be like that kid at the No Kings protest. Don't know why we're here, but everybody says we should hate Trump. That's sad, folks. Now, this is something else that Trump said to Maria Bartiromo that I thought was outstanding. Let me scroll this up a little bit. Oops, too much. Bear with me. This cursor doesn't move in little bitty spurts. It bounces. Alright, perfect. Check this out.
All of these indictments caused.
Oh, wrong clip. Bear with me. Apologize, folks. There's 2 clips I got here that are identical. And I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. This one's going to make Chuck Schumer big mad.
We're cutting Democrat programs that we didn't want because, I mean, they made one mistake. They didn't realize that gives me the right to cut programs that Republicans never wanted. You know, giveaways, welfare programs, etc. And we're doing that, and we're cutting them permanently. We're cutting a $20 billion project that Schumer fought for 15 years to get, and I'm cutting the project. The project is going to be dead. It is pretty much dead right now.
Well, how significant will the layoffs be? Because now you've got a federal judge trying to stop you there as well, saying that any layoffs during a temporary shutdown is illegal.
These judges, I'm telling you, it's so terrible. We're cutting Democrats.
So Trump is trimming the fat while the shutdown is going on. I know we've all heard that. But he's actually going after one of the many welfare pet project programs that Schumer's been working on for 15 years and just chopped it up. Well, Schumer's having to pay for the shutdown in ways that he never imagined. And I'm just glad to see it. Trump is Trump's obviously the smartest one in the room when it comes to negotiating tactics with policy and things, and I'm just glad to see we have such a great president. No, he's not a king, and we don't need a king over here. That's how England got so messed up, being forced to do it through royalty versus through hierarchy of who's better, or the mediocrity of who is better, best man for the job. And I think we've never had a better president, not in my lifetime for sure, maybe not ever. And for all those haters out there, there's more of us than there are of you. Like, subscribe, and share. Vote Patriots. Hopefully I'll see y'all soon on the live out there feeding the homeless.